YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about Washington Commanders Day 3 training camp, and also Washington legend, Washington Redskins legend I may add, Ryan Kerrigan has decided to hang it up. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media links down below in the description: TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And also cop some Juan Gotti Talking Sports merch. That is also down below in the description. Thank you so much in advance. Let's get straight into today's videos. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Louis. I'm about to fuck this joint up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. When I hop in the booth, they fuck with my sound. Put that shit on the scale, we taxing pound for pound. Nigga keep this and put them in the ground. My shit in your ear and tell me how it sound. A nigga too smart and catch me out of bounds. Let's go. That bitch got cooked like some chicken. And he lying, he not rapping what he living. Yeah, that's my cousin, but this shit a business. Work that bitch out just like we doing fitness.
So, Ryan Kerrigan, RK, number 91, one of the best Washington players in our franchise, man, has decided to hang it up after 11 seasons. And what a career. What a career. You can't do nothing but love Ryan Kerrigan. I mean, it was at a point in time where he was the face of our franchise. He was the all-time sack record leader, passing Dexter Manley. And I still remember him breaking that the 2020 season versus the Eagles, and he sacked our very quarterback now, and Carson Wentz. Ryan Kerrigan, there's just so many memories with RK, man. The Cowboys game where he sacked Dak Prescott, Preston Smith recovered it in the end zone. Just the countless batted up interceptions. Ryan Kerrigan was that dude, man. And he never missed any games. He never complained. He was always there, and he was always good. Like, Ryan Kerrigan was that dude, man, and I'm just happy for him. A wonderful career, 11-year career. He signed a one-day contract with us to retire as a Washington member, and he will be going up in the rafters, and I don't think anyone should be able to wear 91 ever again, man. That's how the impact that he's had, at least on our franchise. Again, this guy, we know, I'm not talking to no one that doesn't know how good Ryan Kerrigan was for us. You know what I'm saying? We know how good this man was, and he deserves his respect, and I'm glad that he's able to move on with his life still at a really young age. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what, 33, 34, so he's able to go on and do other things with his life and still be active, because we know Ryan Kerrigan is always in shape, man, so we doesn't have to worry about that. But again, this guy was a wonderful player for us, man. 2011 draft, our first round pick, and ever since he stepped foot on the field for the Burgundy and Gold, he was always that dude, and he was always there for us, man. You can always count on for Ryan Kerrigan to, you know, make a play and then do his little dance and his little pose, man. It's great to hear. And it really sucked when he left for the Eagles, but we knew it was going to come at some point with how we were building this defensive line, man. And he was a mentor for Chase Young his rookie year, Montez Sweat, all these guys, and they talk so highly of him, and that's all you can do but respect RK, man. So shout out to Ryan Kerrigan, congratulations on retirement, and spam up the thank you 91 in the comments section, and put down below your favorite Ryan Kerrigan moment. So with that out the way, let's get straight into training camp recap for today. So guys, to kick off training camp recap, we got an update on both of the Chases. So yesterday, Chase Roulier, our starting center, came off of the physically unable to perform list, and he rejoined the team today, and he was practicing with the team today, and that is a very, very good sign. Obviously they're going to work him gradually back in, so he isn't going to jump straight out there to the 11-on-11 drills or anything, but they're working him gradually back in, and that's good. That's a really good sign, because we're going to need Chase Roulier, and it's great to hear that he is back from his fractured leg injury last year. Also, update on Chase Young. I can't be as positive about this one, but it's not nothing that we are not surprised about, okay? Or at least you shouldn't be surprised about. So Chase Young, Ron Rivera confirmed that he will not be ready for week 1. He could miss possibly like the first 6 games of the season. And again, I'm not mad, I'm not panicking about it, because we expect this whole entire offseason. This isn't nothing that's surprising. This isn't nothing that's new. Chase Young got injured late in the season, week 10, I believe, or 11, versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe it was week 10 at home. You know, he got injured late in the season. That's like November 14th. I remember the exact date. Was it November 14th or November 21st? One of those days. Okay, one of those weekends in mid to late November, Chase Young got hurt. Okay, and again, this is no surprise. This is, I wouldn't say it's going according to plan, but this isn't something that should cause everyone to panic. Okay, we knew Chase Young wasn't going to be ready for week 1. Now, we didn't know he was going to be out for possibly the first 6 weeks. It possibly could have been shorter or longer, but again, we shouldn't expect Chase Young probably not until like week 7 or week 8. If that. So shout out to Chase Roulier for coming back. You know, I'm glad he's recovering from his injury, and I'm hopeful that Chase Young will return at some point this year and he will be back to the old Chase Young. Now let's get into the training camp notes for today. Shout out to Zach Salisbury as always for keeping us posted, being our eyes for training camp. So he starts things out talking about the special teams unit. Special teams update: Dotson, Milne, McGowan, Ezzard, and Erickson are catching punts. So you know, Jahan Dawson was the guy that returned punts in college. I don't think he's going to get the punt returns duty just because we expect him to be so much of an impact on our offense. And he's been having a really good camp. Now, I will say the time that we may send him back there is if we're like down in a game and we just need to find some type of spark. Then we may put Jahan Dawson back there. But for the most part, I don't expect him to be the punt returner and or kick returner just because of how valuable he is going to be to this offense. I personally think, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I think Dax Milne is going to make this roster and be our kick returner / punt returner. You know, we signed Alex Erickson to be it, but I just don't know what he provides as a receiver. You know, I know Dax Milne can do something as a receiver. He's been having a really solid camp, and he showed us last year during the season that he can be that slot guy for us. You know, and as a punt returner and kick returner, he showed us a little bit in the preseason. And I think he could be like the new DeAndre Carter in a way where, yeah, we brought you in, you know, you can be a kick returner / punt returner, but let me see what you got as a receiver. If you can be a receiver, and I already know you can handle the punt return duties, you're going to make this roster. We already got part 1 of Dax Milne. He can play receiver in the NFL. Can he be that punt returner / kick returner? We're still yet to see if he can, but I would like to think he can. You know, we've seen a little bit of it last year in the preseason, and we may see more of it this year. But my pick is for Dax Milne to be the kick returner / punt returner, just because they want to keep him as a receiver weapon. And he may be that final 6 wide receiver, in my opinion. And you move on to the next note. Starting offensive line for team drills: Cosme, Charles, Schweitzer, Norwell, and Leno. Pretty expected as Roulier is still getting ramped up. Like I said, they're not going to rush him back day 1. They're just going to allow him to gradually find his way and ease his way into the starting lineup. But we already know what the starting 5 should be. Okay. Zach Salisbury goes on to say this: offense looked more crisp so far. Wentz just completed a pass to McLaurin around the middle of the field, and I love to see that. See them guys building that rapport, continue to build that rapport after yesterday's performance, where defense really dominated all of yesterday, and that's to be expected. The defense is always going to be ahead of the offense. And then you move on to Carson Wentz just delivering a really pretty pass to Jahan Dawson near the right sideline. Dawson made a leap and hauled it in before stepping out of bounds. So Jahan Dawson, man, he's just as advertised. Like, yes, we haven't seen this guy play in the NFL yet in a real game, but he's just as advertised. Route running's crisp, great hands, and they said he made a crazy one-hand grab today. Jahan Dawson so far has been advertised, just as advertised, and I'm really excited for Jahan Dawson. Then you move on to the next note. Wentz has delivered, has been on point today. Don't think he had a drop pass or incompletion in teams 9-on-9 drill. So Carson Wentz having a really, really good day. Love to hear it. Howell just delivered back-to-back throws in tight windows. One to Jaquiz Ezzard and one to Kyrick McGowan. So that's good for Sam Howell. You know, I really hope he can do really good in the preseason, just so maybe we can drive up his draft or his trade value. You know, I would love more than Carson Wentz to work out here, and Sam Howell has a really good training camp in preseason, and we ship him off for maybe a late round pick or something like that, mid to late round pick. You know, as much as I know he had a lot of fanfare and a lot of happy fans that we drafted him, I don't want to see Sam Howell because that means Carson Wentz didn't pan out. So I don't want to see Sam Howell, but I'm happy he's looked really good. Deon Brown just made an incredible catch over Kendall Fuller, which got a lot of hype from the offensive sideline. Looked like Fuller was going to go to intercept the ball, but Brown snatched it away from him. So I think this is the play that my man Rio Robinson recorded. Shout out to Rio Robinson. I believe this is the play that he recorded. Deon Brown making a really good catch, you know, and that's what Deon does. He's not just a speed threat; he is a jump ball kind of guy, and he showed a little bit of that last year. Go across the middle of the field and snag it like he saw in Dallas. And pretty much, I just want to see that second-year leap from Deon. Like, I'm not expecting a major leap, but just show progression, you know. And that's all I really want from my man Deon Brown. So shout out to two for making a wonderful catch. Kelvin Harmon's side, Kelvin Harmon just made a really nice grab over the middle of the field from Howell, and Ezard ends the session with another nice grab from Howell. McLaurin celebrates from the sideline. Everybody getting some today. Daniel Wise with the bat down pass from Heineke during situational drill. So it looks like the offense is getting their clap back. You know, Montez Sweat was doing this thing yesterday, and he was chirping, saying, "Don't put a tight end on me." Looks like Terry McLaurin is clapping back a little bit today. So I love to see the competitiveness, everyone building that confidence, and iron is sharpening iron, okay? Moving on to the next tweet from Zach Selby. He says, Kendall Fuller matched up against McLaurin. Wentz's pass was on target, but Fuller ripped it away and wagged his finger after the play was over. So Kendall Fuller building them nice back-to-back days. Remember, he had a really good day yesterday, breaking up some passes. So I love to see it from Kendall Fuller. We're going to need a lot of that this season from Kendall Fuller. Wentz's first pass of the session is for Cole Turner, who makes the grab with Fuller covering him. And Cole Turner is my favorite pick from this past draft class. I think we're going to rely heavily on him to start the season, especially with Logan Thomas being on the shelf. So shout out to Cole Turner for making that grab. So yeah, man, there you have it. Day 3 is in the books for the Burgundy and Gold, and it looked like the offense got the better of the defense and just iron and sharpen iron. And I love to see it. Ryan Kerrigan retiring, Chase Young not being ready for week 1, not a surprise again. Chase Roulier is now off the physically unable to perform list, and he is back, so that's a good sign. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to the Washington Commanders. Want to road to 5,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop, slide on the one where they get you locked on.